Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, we're closing on 2016, and we're looking forward to President-elect Trump, his administration, and his prosperous economy. And what a great time to invest. I have not been this excited about the stock market in years. He's going to straighten out the economy, and the market's going to be terrific. This past year, I informed Phil's gang that the big winner was going to be mining stocks, gold mining stocks, and were we right? Some gang members gained as much as 50, 60, 70%. That's right. What an exciting year this has been for gold mining. So stay tuned, because this year we think it's going to be oil. Join the gang, philsgang.com. Just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market. The Max Vest 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Vest is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what Max Vest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. Go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on, and that's beating this thing.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures. Saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You're probably familiar with a pillow commercial that's everywhere. It's on TV. And wherever you put it, you get the pillows, this new pillow that's out. You know what? You don't need a pillow good night's sleep. You want to make sure your investments are safe. That's where you get the good night's sleep. And that's what you get here at Phil's Gang with our technology. It's built in to show you when your stock is ready to fail, when your stock is ready to rally. That's right, it follows the money. You don't need a pillow. You need Phil's Gang. That's how you get a good night's sleep. You'll always know well in advance if the market's going to collapse or your stock. Join my gang, philsgang.com. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you will be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? Reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
The economic data in the U.S. continues to come out strong. I mean, we have business confidence at a 2-year high, consumer confidence at the highest level since the expansion started, jobless claims at multi-decade lows. So the economic data are good.
Unbelievable. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network. They continue this false narrative that this is a strong economy and they're going to hand it over to Trump, which is not true. Welcome. My name is Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. It's 7 past the hour here in Phil's Gang. The rally continues today, but not strong, not nearly as strong as it was yesterday. There's really no follow-through rally, and that's what you need. When you have a 300-point rally, the next day you got to have another rally as strong. You need that follow-through. That tells you it's a real rally. We don't have a real rally here. And we're going to explain that today I'm going to explain to you how there is a big flashing red light out there about this rally. And it's telling us that this rally is going to stop and it's going to correct. And I'll explain that just a little bit later. But first, let's get back to, again, this how strong the economy is. First of all, we had a corrupt Obama regime. The corrupt Obama regime would not know the truth if they tripped over it. Really. And now they're trying to take parking space in our head. You heard it. That, hey, this is strong. This is a strong economy. But most Americans know it's not. See, what Obama did, in his mind, he thinks that most Americans are group thinkers. And they sit on a stupid bench. And what he's going to do is the same thing he did with Obamacare. He's going to tell us lies. He's going to tell us the economy's strong, the economy is booming. We've had a recovery when there is no recovery. There has never been a recovery. There has never been a recovery. It's been all fake. The number of subprime auto loans are slipping into delinquency right now, the highest level since 2010. Now that's following an exact pattern like we had just months before the 2008 crash. Same pattern. Our student loans, 40% of them are default. Yet at the same time, Obama and his PR department, the Main Street media, CNN, MSNBC, claims he created a wonderful 179,000 jobs in November. The only problem, there weren't 179,000. In fact, they only created, of the 179, let's use their number, 40% of them are made up. But let's say the whole 79 is not made up. Do you know Only 9,000 of the 179 were full-time. Let me repeat that. Only 9,000 of 179 were full-time. 170,000 the rest of them are part-time, low-paying chambermaids, waitress, bartenders, shelf-stockers, lawn care, temp jobs, social workers, and healthcare services. As for the fake 4.6% drop in the unemployment rate, that is so fake, it's incredible. You really believe the unemployment rate is 4.6%? So we went from 10% to 4.6%. If that's the case, how come wages aren't higher? The unemployment rate is fake. It's a result of kicking the unemployed out of the labor force faster than the unemployed could find a job. To get to a fake 4.6 from a real 10% unemployment rate, the corrupt Obama regime simply removes those who have given up looking for a job from the labor force. What are you, nuts? They just remove them. Just remove them from the labor force. Hey, they're not in there anymore. They're not considered part of the labor force. They have a category. They stick them in a category called discouraged. Therefore, your unemployment is not counted. If you're one of the 12 million, which there are 12 million people, you're not counted. They just removed your name from the labor force. You're gone. You're out. And they put it in this discouraged group that nobody, it's just out there in the sky somewhere. What are you, nuts? What corruption? Since Obama became president, with a swipe of his pen and his phone, he's removed 12 million unemployed from the labor force, from the ledgers. So you remove them from the ranks of the unemployed, which you did. Think about what you did. If he added those back in today, which you should, and Trump says he's going to. Trump says no more of this fake unemployment number. It's 10%. There was never recovery. This is an accounting trick by the corrupt Obama regime. It's unbelievable. Now, as a result of the corrupt administration, the lack of creating real meaningful jobs, like high-paying full-time manufacturing, construction, and mining jobs, which Obama replaced with low-paying part-time service jobs, that caused the 10% unemployment rate. These jobs have caused 72% of the U.S. workforce to work multiple jobs. We've never had so many people working multiple jobs in the history of this country. And they're working paycheck to paycheck, causing the largest construction and new home sales, retail sales, household spending, disposable income, durable goods sales, in turn, causing a historic number of consecutive quarters of year-over-year negative earnings. So we have this terrible new home sales and retail sales, household spending, like we've never had. Durable goods sales are terrible. And so because our companies are not meeting their earnings growth. This is crazy. So you can't have a recession. You can't have a recovery, rather. The economy, just think about the economy. It's been hurting under Obama for 8 years. Example, over 9 million homeowners, 9 million of them, have moved out of their home and into rental. Home ownership now is at a 48-year low. And it's why, for the first time, home ownership has declined by 40%, not seen since 1987. And that's because graduating students can't find meaningful employment when they graduate, which causes now 40% of those graduates to be behind on their student loans, but they can't get a good job. And 42% of these people, 18 to 25, live at home with their parents. Most at any time since 1940. So where's this recovery we keep hearing about? The strong economy he's going to hand over to President Trump. Obama engineered an illusion of recovery. One doesn't exist. And the reason Obama's chosen successor, Hillary Clinton, didn't win, because she and Obama actually believed their own nonsense, their own propaganda, their own lies. But guess what? Middle-class working Americans didn't. See, most Americans, they hope for recovery, but they know it was non-existent, so that's why she didn't win. But see, they don't get it. That's why they voted in droves for Donald Trump. No other president in history, other than Obama, has done so much damage to his own economy. Not even Carter. What are you, nuts? We'll be right back after this break here on Phil's Gang, 15 past the hour. Join my gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Do you invest in a 401k or an IRA? Did you know you could lose 30, 40, even 50% of your investments when the market crashes? It's time you take control of your investments. For over 15 years, philsgang.com's Phil Grandy has been teaching, coaching, and investing right along with all Phil's Gang members, making profits when the market is up or down. philsgang.com posts daily market updates, has a live investing class, and all material is archived. Sounds too good to be true? Why not join thousands of satisfied Phil's Gang customers today? Go to philsgang.com, philsgang.com, or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. 877-600-4264.
For more information, simply go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left-wing, right-wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. We're a teaching format, and boy, do we give good service. You know, buying a stock doesn't have to be complicated. The reason why Wall Street makes it complicated, so to make you think you need to hire them. You can do better without them, believe me, because you're not going to have those big fees. Come to Phil's Gang, where we'll show you an easy way to buy a stock. philsgang.com, where we don't make it complicated, but profitable.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264. To many, the stock market is shrouded in mystery. When do I buy? What is the stop loss? Should I invest on earnings? Is it time to sell? At Phil's Gang, we want to clear the investing fog for you. We want to make you an educated, confident investor and ultimately a profitable investor. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the Phil's Gang team have been dedicated to teaching, guiding, and answering your investment questions. And with our new Phil's Gang website and customer support messaging system, we are available when you need us to answer your questions. philsgang.com can be accessed from your home, office, or any location where internet is available. Plus, you never miss a beat because all material is archived. From beginner to seasoned investor, Phil Grandy has been helping thousands of people learn about the stock market and producing smart investing strategies. Whether you're preparing for retirement or looking to secure your financial future, learn, invest, and profit with Phil's Gang. That's philsgang.com. For more information, call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang Radio Show. For more information, simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. We're going to talk about what has caused this rally, and is it going to continue? And I'm going to show you something interesting that tells you it's not going to continue. But first, listen to this. This is unbelievable. Mark Cuban. Remember he dumped all over Trump? Now listen to him. Here's dumping all over Trump when Trump was running. Mark Cuban.
Can you trust Donald Trump? Absolutely not. He doesn't do the work. He's lazy. In the event Donald wins, I have no doubt in my mind the market tanks.
Imagine he's calling Donald Trump lazy, and Donald Trump has more energy we can see. Look at the energy this man has. He starts running around to all the states, the important states. He's running around thanking them. This guy. And when he won, he didn't take a vacation. He didn't take 3 or 4 days and get back to picking his cabinet. Nobody has ever picked a cabinet as quickly as he has. Look at the energy he has. He's done more than Obama's done in his whole 8 years to keep jobs. Look what he did. Goes to Carrier. He turns around, and rightfully so, goes to Boeing and blasts Boeing. So what are you, nuts? We're not going to pay that kind of money for those planes. You're overcharging. I mean, he's done incredible. So this guy calls him lazy, which shows you how these liberals just make stuff up. But now listen to what he says.
Donald Trump is our #1 draft pick. He's the #1 pick.
What's that? #1 draft? Wait a minute. Is this the same Mark Cuban?
Donald Trump is our #1 draft pick. He's the #1 pick. He's who we put our hopes and dreams with, and we're going to believe in him. There's no reason to rush to judgment or to come to any conclusions now.
Yeah, the trouble with guys like Cuban who make money like he does, and he just got really lucky. He got real lucky, like a lot of guys did, back into the beginning of the .com days. They start to equate their intelligence level with the money they make. That's the problem. It's just like Obama telling us and Hillary telling us and all of them telling us how wonderful the economy is, what a recovery we have. Are you nuts? When you look at the numbers, are you kidding? Are you kidding? Let's put this economy in perspective, how bad our economic growth is under Obama. In the late 1960s, let's go back to the 1960 growth rate. It took about, using those numbers, it took about 24 years for the average American to double his or her standard of living, going back to 1960 using those numbers. You know what it is under Obama? Using his growth rate? It would take 144 years for the average American to double his or her standard of living. Why? Because there's no growth. The first quarter earnings of 2016, minus 9%. Economic growth, a pathetic 1.1%. Second quarter, again, the earnings growth, negative. Now remember, earnings are very, very important. Those are your revenues. Those are your profit. Earning growth, negative 5%. First quarter, negative 9% with a GDP of 1.1%. Second quarter, negative 5% with a GDP of 1.2%. Economic growth in the third quarter, minus 2.1% with a GDP of 1.5%. Are you nuts? And the fourth quarter, they came in and they haven't got us. We haven't got the our economic growth number yet, but we did get a number that they're estimating for GDP growth. They said it was 3.6%. What? They doubled it in one quarter? The very next day, they said, oh, we made a mistake, and they dropped it to 2.4%. What did they do? How did they get to 3.6%? They fudged the inventory. They fudged the inventory number. When they go out and they count all the inventory of all the producers, all the factories, all the manufacturers that make stuff, and they take their inventory, add it all up. What they do is they fluff it. They embellish it. But here's the worst thing they did. Soybeans. They made up a story that all these countries had a famine in soybeans. They were all hit by grasshoppers or something. And so they tripled the soybeans that went to these countries, which was a lie. So now they're going to take this and drop it again. But this is the reason we have no growth and we have a decline in productivity. Because when companies aren't earning money and their earnings growth is negative, they're not taking and putting money back into their company with equipment and so forth to increase your productivity so you can get a raise. So think about it. When your productivity growth has completely stalled, so hasn't your standard of living. But also our healthcare has stalled. Our housing and education has stalled. America overall health has declined. Labor force participation rate by adults and it's all declined. This is crazy. This is nuts. This is nuts. So we got a situation now. How did this rally happen? And if all this is going on, well, we know that the rally from 2008 up to where we are today is mostly all stock buybacks. But we had a perfect storm yesterday for this big surge. A perfect storm for a rally. And everybody's talking about this rally. There are two leading indicators that professionals watch. The banks, XLF, and the transports. They watch them because if the banks and transports go up, the market goes up. If the banks and transports go down, the market goes down. But the majority watch the banks, XLF, because it's more broad-based. It just happened to be, there was a perfect situation going on. The Trump rally was already going up 1,000 points. And right at yesterday's point, the transports were ready to break out to a new high. And because of all the excitement going on with the new infrastructure program, we got people putting money into all the transports, buying FedEx and UPS and buying Delta. It pushed the computers yesterday where all the buy orders came in at one time and a surge like $5 billion came into the market. Because it was just so perfect timing. It was just the moon, the sun, the stars, everything lined up perfect. It was breaking. The exact day was just ready to make an all-time new high, and all the computers kicked in, all the buyings kicked in, and now it's stalling. We'll talk more about that, and we're going to talk about stocks when we return. Phil's Gang. Join my gang. 877-600-GANG. Phil's Gang.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left-wing, right-wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. We're offering the most powerful stock charts available on the market, the Max Best 1000 charts. Now, the difference between these charts and all the other charts is this follows the money. Yes, it gives you a buy-sell signal. I know you're going to say, well, they all do. No, not true. The difference with the Max Best is they follow the important money, the hedge funds, the biggest banks, the 401ks, the pension fund managers. That's the big difference. They're not following the emotion. That's what most charts do. They follow the money. That's what MaxVest does, follows the money. Check it out. Join my gang, philsgang.com. Oh, and the chart is low as $19.95 a month. For more information, just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market, you get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest and trade with the skills and confidence of the pros. Just log on and get daily investment instructions and make profits. Plus, all philsgang.com material is archived for your convenience. Go to philsgang.com to join or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Call today.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
El que San Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When St. Jude told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders, and now your focus is supporting this child.
There is not another hospital like St. Jude. The patient care is unmatchable. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Are you ready to get serious about your financial future? You know, reduce your debt, pay off those student loans, and prepare for retirement. Taking control of your finances can be intimidating, but with philsgang.com, you'll be educated and guided to make smart investment decisions in the stock market. If the market is up or down, philsgang.com is the only source where you'll learn how to trade stocks and how to invest in the stock market using professional-level skills and strategies. For more information, go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Learn, invest, and profit with Phil Grandy. And be sure to check out philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays.
And that is tomorrow. Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Again, I'd like to welcome all our faithful listeners and new listeners, especially in the Boston area on 1260 The Buzz. Now, I also want to remind everybody, each Wednesday I post a free market update video. I give you my opinion of what's going on in the market, and I explain what I think the market's going to do and why it's going to do it. So you just go to Phil's Gang website, and this video gives you all the inside looks that you need. I mean, it really brings you up to speed. You get to really understand the market. Nobody else explains the market as simply as I do so you can understand it. So check it out. Just go to philsgang.com, click on Video Library, and there you will see the free videos. Also, I'm going to make an announcement today. Look, I've been talking about how important it is. This is a wonderful rally. And it doesn't matter when it's going to stop. You take advantage of it until it does. But most people are scared to death to get in because they say, I get in, I'm going to lose my money because I don't know when to get out. Well, that doesn't happen with the technology that I developed here at Phil's Gang. So what I decided to do for a few days here as a Christmas gift to all my listeners, I will open up maybe 25, that's it, 25 sites. In other words, for the first 25 people, I will give you free the beautiful chart, the MV2, which identifies when you get in the stock, but when you get out of the stock using color technology. And it works. And I will let you, and it's so important right now. I couldn't give this to you at a better time because we've had this big rally, and you're going to see that this is always right, that it will get you out. You're not going to have to be scared. You'll be out before it corrects. So here's the number, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264. And what you do is, again, all you have to do is you pay for the gang membership. That's $39.95. That's it. And you get this, the MV2. It's a $24.95 value. You get it free for 4 weeks. All I ask, if you make money with it, please remember St. Jude. That's why we're here. Partners in Hope program. Send money to them, the Partners in Hope program. But we don't want you to send a penny. They don't want a penny unless you're making money. Now, this is a great opportunity because you could be getting to use this at a better time when we have this incredible rally. And as I told you, this rally, I'm going to show you what we found on our chart that nobody's talking about that's going to tell us there's a correction. I'm going to put up for you what is called the VIX index. It's a fear meter. Now, just go to my site, philsgang.com, if you have a mobile device, and just click on live. You go to my site, philsgang.com, and just click on live, and you'll be able to see this. If you can't, it's archived for you. This is very, very important. This is called the VIX index. It's a fear meter. Now, when the market is going up, and I'm going to show you, when the market goes up, the S&P, this VIX index goes down. See, market goes up. And you put the VIX index, the fear meter on. I overlay it. And look at this. VIX always goes down. Always goes down. But what has happened in the last 2 days? What has happened in the last 2 days? We had this big surge because the transports were breaking out and the computers kicked in. It was all computer trading. It's not going to last. And we know that because look at the fear meter. It went up with the stock. Stock market doesn't go up with fear. When the market goes up, there's no fear. But this is the first time we've seen where the stock market's going up, a big rally, and the fear meter is going up with it. Mr. Market said, I'm afraid up here. Well, Mr. Market should be afraid up here because I told you there's no earnings. There's no growth. We talked about that. The euphoria now is with the tax cuts. The euphoria is this massive infrastructure program. So all of these money managers who missed this whole rally since Trump won election night, missed a 1,000-point rally. They're scrambling. They're at the end of December here now, beginning of December. They got to put their money to work or they get fired. So now they're putting their money in. And the beautiful thing about the chart is when you buy a stock, you don't have to worry. If it keeps going up, let it go up. You don't fight the tape. Everybody says, don't fight the tape. And you'll know in time to get out. So you can enjoy some wonderful rallies and not have to worry every night, is the market going to crash tomorrow? My stock, am I going to lose my money? So here's the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. I'll give you a perfect example. A perfect example. Let's take our copper, FCX. This is our copper stock. So in copper, FCX, it started to turn, it was red, and she started to turn green on October 25th. From October 25th, it turned red. It turned red again on December 2nd. That was a 42% gain. But we knew to get out because the technology is telling us, hey, Vanguard Group's getting out, BlackRock's getting out, T. Rowe Price is getting out, Bank of New York Mellon's getting out, J.P. Morgan Chase is getting out. But see, you're not going to be told to get out of your stock, not by your money manager. Why would he tell you to get out? He's going to say this to you. Call him, say, what should we do? I got a 40% gain. What should I do? He's going to say this.
You're fine. You don't pay attention to the value of your house every day. Don't pay attention to your portfolio every day. Have a good, sound plan so you can go on and enjoy life.
Can you imagine? That's what you're going to hear. But you don't need to be tied to these people. That's FCX. That's just one of our wonderful stocks, 42% gain. Now, I'm not suggesting every gang member made 42%. What I'm suggesting is every gang member had an opportunity to make 42%. It just depends on where they got in. That's copper. What a wonderful thing getting that red signal. I'll give you another stock, KRE. KRE, another great stock, KRE. Now, this stock, the same thing happened. It stayed red, 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 red. Then all of a sudden she turned green, KRE, and she turned green on November 4th. Today, she turned red. So, CRE, there is a 42% gain. So 42% gain, 33% gain in KRE, 42% gain in copper. And both those stocks, you don't have to know anything about them other than, is it green, is it red? And the technology works. So let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG, because this is such a perfect opportunity. Because now we've had this big rally, you'll see it works. So I'll give it to you for first 25 people, I'll give it free. Because I couldn't think of a more perfect time to do this. Because this rally's huge. And people are scared to get in. And they're going to say, yeah, because it could come down in a week. It could come down too. Phil, you just told me about the VIX index. The VIX index, the fear index, is going up with the stock market. That never happens. That tells you the market's going to come back down. It's going to correct. Yes. So, but it will tell you. When did you ever have someone call you and tell you, oh, hey, by the way, your stock you're in, I have you in, it's ready to correct. I can see the VIX index on it, and the VIX is going up with the S&P. So I'm observing your stock, KRE. Oh, it just turned red. Please, when did you hear that from any manager or planner or your 401k manager? You didn't. You won't. See, you won't. See, for investors who were already in the transport stocks that rallied yesterday, blasted off, they made money, and they should make money because they were already in it. The problem is now you get people jumping in transport stocks yesterday and today and chasing what they call momentum. And because they don't know when to get out, they always lose money, and they never go back to the stock market. That's not going to happen with you, not here at Phil's Gang. And you got the chart that's going to help you. 877-600-GANG, 877-600-GANG. Call now. The first 25 people will get that chart free with your sign up.
For more information on this show, go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grandy is a career businessman who's also been an entrepreneur all his life. He has used his business skills to take companies on the abyss of bankruptcy and bringing them back to profitability. Phil has been honored by Inc. magazine for the 500 fastest growing privately held companies and has been recognized with the prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award. For From the real estate to gas and oil industries to the stock market, Phil Grandy has mastered his line of business from start to finish. And with a passion and desire to make you a profitable investor, only Phil teaches you and guides you to make informed, unemotional investment decisions. And you'll gain the knowledge of what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. If you want to learn from the best and strengthen your ability to invest, then turn to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com. Simply call Phil's Gang at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, there's nothing worse than you're investing in a stock and during the day something happens and you don't know what to do. You don't know who to call. Or you call somebody and they just give you a bunch of BS. Not here at Phil's Gang. We value every gang member. During the day, you got a question about your stock, you contact us. We have the best service in the world. philsgang.com. You're not alone. You're a gang member.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, we're closing on 2016, and we're looking forward to President-elect Trump, his administration, and his prosperous economy. And what a great time to invest. I have not been this excited about the stock market in years. He's going to straighten out the economy, and the market's going to be terrific. This past year, I informed Phil's Gang that the big winner was going to be mining stocks, gold mining stocks. And were we right? Some gang members gained as much as 50, 60, 70%. That's right. What an exciting year this has been for gold mining. So stay tuned because this year we think it's going to be oil. Join the gang, philsgang.com. Just go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-GANG. We will see you on the charts.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264, 877-600-4264.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Open Line Friday. Don't forget, every Friday, here's the number, 855-745-7445. Use that number to participate in my radio show where I can give you information on your stock. Don't forget, that's every Friday, Open Line Friday. That's here on philsgang.com, every Friday.
Don't miss it. Tune in and call Phil with your stock questions on Open Line Fridays. Left-wing, right-wing, libertarians, independents. We may not all agree on politics, but we all agree that we need to plan for retirement. At philsgang.com, we prepare you and educate you on how to invest in the stock market so you can secure your retirement and live comfortably. Call Phil's Gang today, 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Or go to philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. You're listening to The Phil's Gang Show with Phil Grandy. Be sure to check out the all-new Phil's Gang website at philsgang.com.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. A sad announcement here. One of the original Mercury astronauts, John Glenn, 95, just passed away. He's the first American to orbit the moon. I remember that. And he is now, he's left us. But he's going up to the big space, so he'll be just fine. That's a hero. That's a hero. See, we need more heroes. We need more heroes. God, we just don't have enough heroes. And let me be with your hero to the stock market, for God's sakes. Let me coach you. Look, I've always known, I've done this business for 40 years. The biggest problem with people is they don't have time to do it, so they go and they seek out somebody to help them. But the people you seek out, they're being paid in the wrong fashion. They're being paid not on the returns they make on the money that you give them to invest. No. They don't make, they're not tied to that. See, they should be tied to performance. They're not. That's the problem with the whole system. They get paid on the amount, the pile of money that comes in. They always have a flavor of the month. They have the tech mutual fund. They have the healthcare mutual fund. They have the spaceship mutual fund. And the idea is to get all of the brokers out there called salesmen that make you broker. They pile all the money in, and it goes from 1 million to 10 million to 20 million to 50 million, and they get about 40% of that. And when you want out, they're going to tell you, oh, don't stay out. Don't get out. Everything's fine. Because they get paid on the pile. It's ridiculous. You don't have to worry about Vanguard anymore, T. Rowe Price or Bank of New York or Mellon to get you out. You don't have to worry about a market cap or what's the price to book on the stock. How do I manage? How do I judge the managers? I'm going to have to get in and see the return on assets, return on equity. You don't need that. All you need to know is this. That, here, listen, watch this. This is unbelievable. Listen to Kramer here. This is what you don't want to happen.
Vicky in Michigan, Vicky!
I'm wondering what you think of Chemical Financial.
Well, there you go. We got a regional bank for you in an area that is doing incredibly well. Midland, Michigan, by the way. That's where Dow Chemical is. I think you have a good one.
So he tells her to buy a stock that's up 80%, and it just turned red. Means the institution money's coming out. No, she should have bought that stock. She should have bought that stock on November 8th when it turned green. Not December 8th, a month later, when it's already gone 80%. What's going to go another 80%? And the whole 80% is all fake. It's all fake. See, that's the beautiful thing. Look, I told you, and this is why I really want you to take advantage of what I'm offering you today, that free, 4 weeks free, the MV2, because let me explain. I'm telling you, gold is going to go through the roof. Gold has collapsed. Mining stocks are going, they're just starting to turn green. I will give you the chart free. You got to join the gang. It's only $39.95. You got the whole use of the gang. Whatever you want. You can come to the classrooms. You get the coffee talks. You get the updates. You get all the bonus stocks. You get everything. But I think you're better off just saying, look, I'm going to focus. I'm going to get this free chart. And yes, you can use all the other services, but I think you're better off just focusing. Follow us, and we'll say to you, okay, here, you see where it turned green now? And this is for people who work all day long, very, very busy. And say, see where it turned green now? Okay. Now it turned green, and here everything's lining up, and it's time to execute. And then we say, okay, now it's time to add to your position. Okay, now it's time to take some profits. Now you can add again. You're being coached all the way through. And you don't spend any time. You don't have to spend even 10 seconds a day on it. That's why I designed it. I learned one thing in the last 40 years. People do not want to put any time in. And Wall Street learned that too. And that's why Wall Street sucked you in. Because they know you don't want to study anything. You don't want to know anything. You think you're just going to give one of these parasites on Wall Street money, and you're going to make money. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So you've gotten hurt so many times you said, I'm sick of the market. But that's very bad. That's too bad because it's a wonderful place to make money. But you got to take control. Don't you take control of your life now? You don't let people control your life unless you're in debt. And that's why debt is the whole thing. And that's why this economy is so bad, because it's all debt. The nerve of them to say that they're handing over a prosperous economy to Trump. They're handing over tremendous debt, $20 trillion in debt, and households have tremendous debt. Each person in a household of four owes $127,000. Terrible. You say, "Well, I never got a bill for $127,000, Phil." Well, of course you do. When you go to the supermarket, and you used to get a whole bag of grocery for $100, now you get a quarter bag. What do you think that is? You're paying for the debt. Your insurance goes up. You're paying for the debt. Your health care goes up. You're paying for the debt. Of course you do. You're always paying for that debt. You become and look at rent on your home. Look at rent when you go to rent now. 30%, 40% of your pay goes to rent. That's because of the debt. At least this way. I'm not telling you to get rid of your 401k. I'm not telling you to get rid of the dopes that manage your money. I'm not telling you to do that. And I'm not telling you I'm going to make you rich. I'm going to tell you I'm going to give you a good night's sleep. So when you see your stock is going up, So if you get into GDX and it's turned green and it starts going up 5, 10, 15%, you can sleep. You can say, oh man, should I take my money? Shouldn't I take it? What should I do? Should I add? Should I not add? Oh my God, this market's going to crash. That's all gone now. It's gone. Because you got technology that tells you when the institutions are pulling money out. Stocks just don't go down in one day unless the company closes. Why do you think the big guys, why do you think BlackRock and T. Rowe Price and Bank of New York and Citigroup and JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs always win? Because they know in advance when the stock's going to go down. They know in advance when the stock's going to go up. Because it all has to do with momentum. It all has to do with energy. It's called volume. Volume. How many people are buying in one day? How many people are selling in one day? And the chart tracks that. And if there's not enough buyers, that means there's no pricing power, which means the stock's going to stay red. Or it's going to go up, and let's say you're up 10% and it's green, it starts changing red, just like I showed you today. Here, again, Kramer stock. Perfect example. It's up 80% and it's turning red, and this idiot is telling people to buy. What? Are you kidding me? It makes no sense. Look, I'm telling you this right now. Let me give you the number, 877-600-GANG. 877-600-GANG. Call now. The first 25 people. This is my Christmas present to you folks. I don't know how long I'm going to do this. Okay, maybe, I'll do as long until we get 25 people. But I want you to have this at a perfect timing because it couldn't be more perfect with this rally. So you can enjoy this rally going up. This rally could go up for another 2, 3, 4 weeks. It's going up on nothing but BS, but so what? As long as you know when to get out and using this chart and it's free, at least you've got an option. And when you use this for 4 weeks, you're going to either be convinced or not. There's no BS here. It either works or it doesn't. And all I ask for you, please take care of St. Jude. That's all. So 877-600-GANG. Now, here's what's going to happen and why you see the VIX index. The fear meter is going up as the stock is going up. That you never see. When you do see it, it's like a death cross. It tells you if the stock is going up and the fear's there, why is there fear when stock goes up? Because it's telling you it's going up for the wrong reasons. When stocks go up, the fear meter goes down. Doesn't that make sense? Well, right now, no. Fear is going up as much as the stock. That's crazy. So here's why. Because the euphoria has gotten out of control. Because everybody, the CEOs, everybody who hated Trump now love Trump because they're going to get these tax cuts. We're going to get rid of the regulations. There's going to be more money in the company's pockets, consumers are going to have money. Everything's going to be wonderful. But here's the problem. Obama had a economic growth of 1.5 or 1.6% average for 8 years. Trump's gamble is he's got to turn to 3% in 6 months. And when he doesn't, do you know what's going to happen? The market's going to correct by 35%. If he disappoints, how's he going to take the market from 1.6% growth that's been there for in 6 months, turn to 3.5%? If he disappoints. But guess what? If he disappoints, we're going to know before. And it's going to turn red and we get out. Join my gang, Phil's gang, 877-600-GANG. So everybody else is gambling on this rally, but you won't be. It's free. Again, 877-600-GANG with a membership.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
Let me ask you, could you use a little extra money? Well, of course you could. Everybody could use that extra revenue to pay the bills, pay down debt, or save for retirement. With philsgang.com, we help you make that extra income in the stock market. For over 15 years, Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team have helped folks who are interested in learning short-term and long-term investing by providing professional-level charting skills and strategies. philsgang.com is your #1 source to learn, invest, and profit in the stock market. And you can do this for only $39.95 a month. With philsgang.com, you learn how to invest in the market. You get daily investment coaching guidance, and you will learn to invest in trade